be operating hybrid as I have people in the courtroom in person, and I will have those who have elected to and being permitted to appear via Zoom. I will talk about that a little bit more. We will be on record with the official court reporter. I'd like to introduce you to Esther Delgado. She is County Court 2's official court reporter. All persons in this session, as well as the public, are admonished to not and shall not record these proceedings. All counsel and persons in this session are reminded to exercise proper courtroom decorum and attire at all times. For those who are elected and are being permitted to appear via Zoom, you may know that any permission may be revoked at any time. And then for expressly those appearing via Zoom, this are specific instructions pertaining to your election and appearance. One, you cannot be in a vehicle. If you find yourself in a vehicle, you have two choices. You can get out of the vehicle, find a quiet place to be able to participate. Second choice is to drive down to County Court at Law Number 2 and present yourself in person. We're located at 300 De La Rosa, San Antonio, Texas, 78205. We are on the first floor of the Kadena Reeves Justice Center. Those are the only two choices that you have. It doesn't matter whether you are driving, passenger, or you're parked. Your name must be displayed. That is your first name and your last name, not Lewis's phone or the nickname of your phone or your nickname. If you find and you look at yourself, the frame, you will see your name displayed. If it's not your first name and your last name, you need to rename yourself. And you can do that on a laptop is what I know, at least, and computer, by clicking or hovering over your name. And there are 3 dots to the right. You can click on those dots, and then it will give you the option to rename yourself. So if you're not showing first name and last name, you need to rename yourself. Again, third, you must appear. You must have your video on when the court is addressing you or you are addressing the court. You must have your video on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm getting a message that my laptop is about to get restarted, but I believe I can go ahead and continue, even though my laptop only allows you to see me closer and vice versa. So give me 10 minutes. All right. So you must appear. You must have your video on, and you must be in good lighting so that I can see your face clearly. Again, I believe Mr. Lewis was having that issue as well. So please make sure that we get in good lighting so I can see your video clearly. If you are in a vehicle, your name is not displayed, first name, last name, and you're having video issues, you're not appearing or in bad lighting, at the time that I call your name, I will mark you as failure to appear. I will give you an opportunity to correct any of those issues, and then I will mark you as late. If you do not know how to operate via Zoom, then there are tutorials on YouTube that you can take. They're not that long. Take very quickly to be able to go ahead and know how to operate via Zoom. Or you can always come down to the courthouse. It is open and is on 300 De La Rosa. Your device must be placed on a flat surface. Place your device on the flat surface, place yourself in the center of that device, and then refrain from moving around. There's a chat feature associated with Zoom. You cannot use that chat feature without my specific permission. One exception. The bailiff, deputy in this court, controls the ins and comings in and monitors coming in and leaving from the courthouse, from the courtroom. Also for the court session. So if you need to leave, please make sure to chat to the bailiff and let him know, hey, I'm stepping to the bathroom or doing this, and I'll be right back. So you can chat to BCSO, that's Bravo Charlie, Sierra Oscar, Bexar County Sheriff Office, J. De La Cruz. That's what his name is displayed as, BCSO J. De La Cruz. That is County Court at Law Number 2's bailiff, deputy. There is no chewing gum, eating, drinking, vaping, or smoking while you are on Zoom. If you cannot do it in the courtroom, you cannot do it while you're on Zoom. You cannot leave the courthouse without being properly excused. Your attorney may give you instructions to go ahead and say, hey, listen, go now, but that is after you're properly excused. Your attorney has obtained proper permission to go ahead and leave. If you're leaving, you need one or two documents. Either one is a dismissal or another document that's called a case setting form to tell you when to come back to court. Otherwise, you may subject yourself to a warrant for your arrest. So make sure that you have proper permission to leave for the day. Procedurally, how we're going to operate this morning. Oh, another thing, one more thing is as far as your posture. People in the courtroom are sitting up, so I will expect the same thing for folks on Zoom, that you'll be sitting up. Now, how we'll proceed this morning, I will call the docket. Once I finish calling the docket, I will move the attorneys who need to confer with the ADAs or consult with the court coordinator to get a court date. Then I will come back and I will address individual issues. So what that means is allow me to finish calling the docket so I may do that as quickly as possible. It's not a big docket at all, so we shall be able to get through it very quickly. If I will call the defendant's name at least 2 times. If I mispronounce your name, please correct me so that I may make my best effort to pronounce your name correctly. That's important to me and should be important to you, for me to pronounce your name correctly. When I do call your name, please respond, unmute and respond, here or present. And then I will ask you, you say unmuted, I will ask you, is this your attorney? All I need for you to tell me is yes or no. And then you can mute yourself. For those in the courtroom, I will just expect them to go ahead and stand up and answer the same questions and then sit down. Your attorney may answer for you. Attorneys, I will still need to hear from the defendant. And attorneys, when you do respond, if you do respond, please let me know whether you wish to confer with the ADAs or consult with the court coordinator so that I may mark that and that can expedite that process as well. Any violations of these instructions are subject to contempt of court. So again, today is Friday, is the 18th day of November 2022, and I'm looking for these people. Angel or Angel Marquez, Angel Miklo Marquez. Marquez failure to appear. Deputy, as I have started the docket, if anybody walks in, they're walking in extremely late, as they were supposed to be here at 8:30. Right. George Solis, George Ernest Solis. Let's go ahead and mark that. Oh, I think I excused that person, but I'll double check my notes. Did somebody say something or try to say something? No, okay. Spencer Coronado, Spencer Liam Coronado.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning. You do not have your video on, so I'm going to mark you as failure to appear and let you get your video fixed, okay?
Oh, it's on now, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, all righty. Thank you. Mr. Coronado, is your attorney Andrew Froelich?
I am here, Judge.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing fine. How are you, Your Honor?
Good. All righty. Thank you both for being here.
And Judge, we're ready on that. We've conferred on that. We're ready to proceed on the MTR.
Okay, thank you, sir. Zoraya Waiter. Zoraya Renique Waiter. Okay, thank you, counsel. I appreciate you being here. I'll be right with you. Wendy Daniels. Wendy Latrice Daniels.
Judge, I'm present on that. That was supposed to be a plea, and I have not been able to get a hold of her.
Okay, counsel, be right with you. Thank you for being here, counsel. Genaro Silva. Genaro Silva. All righty, mark you as failure to appear until you get your technology working. All righty, that's the docket. Is there anyone in the Zoom session that has not heard their name? Please go ahead and raise your hand, or I have not recognized.
Ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay.
I'm here, ma'am.
Who's that?
Ma'am, I'm here, Genaro Silva. I'm here.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you, Mr. Silver. Is your attorney Monica Guerrero?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. We'll go ahead and wait for her. Thank you for figuring out your technical problems.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
going to place.
I'm working. Sorry.
Yeah, not a problem, sir. I'm going to go ahead and put you in with the bailiff for him to be able to go ahead and speak with you, but that will be in a minute. The person with the Zoom hand raised.
Jesus Vargas.
Yes, sir.
I'm hearing a plea with Darianne Chance, and she's also on Zoom, Your Honor.
Okay. What's the chance?
656-922.
656-922.
She was on yesterday's docket on the pretrial conference, and then we worked out a plea, and I believe we have all the plea documents on file, and it was reset for this morning.
Okay, sir. Anyone else that has not heard their name or I had not recognized?
Michael Rowe.
Okay, Mr. Rowe?
I believe I was supposed to come in today from yesterday.
Okay, sir. And your attorney is?
Heidi Ken.
Okay. All right. And sir, I believe you're here for a trial announcement, but we'll go ahead and wait for your attorney. Thank you for being here.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome.
I'm sorry, Darianne Chance, please unmute and respond.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Thank you very much. Okay, okay. Anyone
Counsel for-
else?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Nicholas Vasquez.
Jesus back, what is it?
Nicholas Vasquez.
Okay, hang on 2 seconds, sir. Sir, who is your attorney?
Have it on a paper. I don't remember his name at the moment,
Okay,
but he sent me the message to be on Zoom today.
alrighty, sir. Thank you very much. We'll go ahead and find out who your attorney is and be sure that you have that information, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you. Anyone, I appreciate you being here, sir. Anyone else? Alrighty, that will conclude the calling of the docket. And any attorneys need to confer with the ADA. And who's my conferring ADA?
Judge, this is ADA Han. I'm happy to confer.
Thank you very much. Any attorneys need to confer with the ADA? Alrighty.
We should be ready for a plea on Darian Chance, Your Honor, whenever you're ready, whenever the court's
Okay,
ready.
that's not a problem, sir. As I mentioned to you, I appreciate your patience. My computer needed to go ahead and restart, and that's what I was doing. It's restarting, so I will go ahead and check on that paperwork in 2 seconds. Thank you. Okay, Joseph Asfeld, I did this. I'm coming right to you right now, sir. Please approach regarding Zoria Waiter. Yes, sir. Let me pull her file. Counsel, from the appearance of this, you have been working very hard to be able to get a result for this young lady. And we had a PTC back in pretrial conference hearing back on 16th of September, 2021. Set that for a trial. Seems that she was defendant, she failed to appear for trial. We tried again. And then in negotiated conditions for a dismissal for her. And
I have not had any contact with her since then, Your Honor.
Since then, and she was supposed to complete that about the 16th of September, 2022. And so you not having any contact with her, you don't know whether she's.
I don't have that. That's it. I just don't have any contact. The numbers I have don't work. reached out to try and get new numbers and they don't work, so.
Okay. As a formality, Deputy, would you please call for Ozariah Renique waiter out in the hallway? No contact since the 9th of August, is that it, sir? Okay. There's no contact since the 9th of August, sir?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
There's no contact with her since about the 9th of August?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, I am going to issue a warrant for her arrest, remand without bond, and but please, if you come in contact with her before at any time before the warrant is executed, please approach me on that warrant.
Well, sometimes my clients find out when the police come to their home and then I get a panicky phone call. I'll try and bring her in if I do get that.
Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, excuse, thank you.
Judge, this is Abelardo Garza. If I may approach my client.
Yes, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right with you. Could you go ahead and put Nicholas Vasquez in with the court coordinator so she can find out his case number and his attorney and give it to him. Listen. Yes. Thank you. Move Mr. Gennaro Silva in with the bailiff, please. And I'm sorry, who wanted to approach?
Abelardo Garza, Judge,
Okay.
on Wendy Daniels.
All righty, hang on 2 seconds. Let me go ahead and get that. 6, 7, 9. Excuse me.
Another.
Is it outside or what? Sorry? Okay, are you like far away from the site? Okay, I think her complaint is that you're wearing a. This is an official court proceeding, so we have to take that out. Just stay still on the screen. Stay still on the screen and quit moving around because your sound is going in and out, right? That's all right. Okay, when you need to stay centered and stay still on your screen. All right.
Okay, Counsel Attorney Garza, please go ahead and approach. I've got the file.
Yes, ma'am. Wendy Daniels, Judge, we've been set for a plea. I've sent her the paperwork. It's still sitting in her email account. I've tried to reach her by phone. I've talked to her mother and she's not been able to contact her either.
Deputy, could you call for Wendy Latrice Daniels out in the hallway, please?
No answer.
Deputy, you say there's no answer? Counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I am going to issue a judge's warrant and remind her without bond. If you do get in touch with your client, please do approach me regarding the warrant.
I will endeavor to still try to get a hold of her, Your Honor. If I do, I'll notify the court.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Yep.
you have yourself a great Thanksgiving. Thank you.
You have a good one too, Judge. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Attorney Freilich, you say that you're ready to go ahead and proceed on Spencer Coronado. We have two cases, both
Yes, Your Honor.
motions to revoke. Thank you. Let me go ahead and grab those files for you, sir. Attorney back. Attorney Vargas, you will be next, okay? We'll take care of your case next. I have the paperwork.
Yes, yes, Your Honor, we'll be ready. I believe we got all the paperwork.
Counsel, have you prepared the trial court certification of defendant's right for appeal?
No, Judge, I don't have a copy of that.
Alrighty, let me put you in the breakout room with the court coordinator, see if she can go ahead and assist you with that, sir.
Okay.
Please go sit in the breakout room. CLO, you probably have sent me the paperwork on this. Would you be able to go ahead and push that so that told me again?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Deputy, is there a warrant out on this person?
Which one, Judge?
Spencer Carrara,
I'm sorry?
number 4 and 5 on the docket.
Sure.
Thanks.
Hold on.
Counsel, I'm going to have your client needs to come in person to be able to go ahead and handle this matter. So I will expect him to be here within the hour, no later than 11 o'clock. Okay?
Yeah, Judge, that's not
See
gonna
you.
happen. With all due respect, Your Honor, he is not within the, I don't think he is in San Antonio, to be honest. I'm not sure exactly where he's living, but he's not gonna be able to make it down there this morning.
Okay.
We were not told ahead of time that he needed to be in person. The invitation for Zoom was made available, so we took advantage of it.
Okay.
We would ask for a little bit more time to get him in person. We can appear for person for the MTR judge, no problem. It's just gonna be the amount of time it takes him to get there.
Very good. Thank you for explaining that. And so would that be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, Monday or Tuesday?
I have a vacation letter on file, Judge, for the entirety of next week. I can be in sometime next week, the week after.
The week after? So that will be the 28th.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor, I'm available that day. I have a couple other things, but this can be my first stop that morning.
All righty. We'll see you guys then on the
Thank you.
28th and in
Thank-
person. You in council, you can always appear via Zoom, but Mr. Coronado needs to be in person.
I can make sure I'm in person for that day too, Judge. Thank you for your flexibility and understanding. Appreciate that.
Not a problem.
May be excused.
Sir, I need for you to go into the breakout room with the court coordinator so she can get a case reset form out.
Both of us will do that. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, could you please send them there? Folks, if you have not heard from your attorneys and you need to go ahead and give them a call, let them know that you are in the courtroom and waiting for them, okay? Give your attorneys a call and let them know that you're here, present and waiting for them. Let me see your docket again, please. Thanks.
Mr. Silva, you need to mute yourself, please.
Say, can you pull up calls number 656-922?
Mr. Silva, you need to mute yourself.
Sir.
There you go. Thank you.
I have a judge.
Thank you, State. Court is going to get on record and call cause number 656-922, State of Texas versus Darian Bree Chance. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Jesus Vargas for Darian Chance. Ms. Chance, you've got on mute.
Okay, and are you in this Darian? Is the correct pronunciation of that?
Darian, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Darian, okay. All right, so are you Darian Bree Chance?
Yes.
Are you the same that has been accused of driving while intoxicated, alleged to have occurred on the 8th day of March 2021, classified as a Class B misdemeanor. Are you the same so accused?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth, under pains and penalties of perjury, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And please go ahead, lower your hand and place your device on a flat surface, sit up, and place yourself in the center of the device, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. All parties are on Zoom. So our court is going to start sharing the course screen. Ms. Chance, can you see the court screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, can you see the court screen?
Yes, Your Honor.
And State, can you see the court screen?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, on display is a document entitled State's Consent to Video Conferencing. Did you sign this document thus consenting to these proceedings by video conferencing?
No, Your Honor, Assistant District Attorney Ling Han signed it, but the state adopts it.
And the state's video conferencing consent is made part of the record. Defense, on display is a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Video Conferencing. Ms. Chance, is this your signature where I'm circling the cursor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign this document thus consenting to plea by video conferencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, with your signature on the same document, do you join your client in consenting to these proceedings by video conferencing?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. The defendant's video conferencing consent is made part of the record. Counsel, how long have you been representing Ms. Chance?
Oh, I believe it's been over a year.
Okay.
Since
Counsel,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay. Are we applying for probation, and if so, what type?
It's a deferred adjudication, Your Honor, based on a plea bargain.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Chance, on display is a document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication Community Supervision. This is a 2-page document, this being the first page, and then this is the second page. And I draw your attention further to where I am circling the cursor right about the middle of the page, whereby it states that you personally appeared before me today, albeit you're via Zoom. You are the defendant in this case, and I have sworn you in, and under oath, you're telling me that your application for deferred adjudication community supervision is, and the document entitled your personal data sheet is true and correct. Is that true and correct, Ms. Chance?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so understanding that if it is not completely filled in, your application or the personnel data sheet, it cannot be true and correct. So do you wish to talk to your attorney to understand the consequences of your response to this statement, that the defendant understands and acknowledges that any untrue statement in the application or the exhibit that's your personnel data sheet may be grounds for denial or revocation of your community supervision in this case? Do you need to speak with your attorney before responding?
I do have a question for him, Your Honor.
We will suspend the record so that you may be able to ask that question. Well, I'm going to place you in a breakout room with your attorney.
Okay, thank you.
There's number one here.
That's-
Council, I see that you're back.
Yes, Your Honor. Just a little minor.
Let me
set of-
go ahead and get back on record, please. Let's get back on record on cause number 656-922, State of Texas versus Darian Bree Chance. At the time that we suspended the record, the defendant needed to speak with her attorney. That opportunity was given. Counsel, are we ready to proceed?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
State, you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, at the time that we suspended, suspended the record, I had asked the defendant if she did need to speak with you in regard to the statement that defendant understands and acknowledges that
No
any
public
untrue
discussion.
statement in the application for deferred adjudication community supervision or in the exhibit may be grounds for denial or revocation of any community supervision in this case. After speaking with you, are we ready to?
Yes, Your Honor, we are, and my client is trying to see how she can get back into the courtroom. Send her a text to leave the room, I guess, the break room.
Sure, thank you very much. Sorry, counsel, I thought you said, I misunderstood you. I thought you said you were ready to proceed.
Yes. Yes, I thought I was, but my client's having trouble getting back into the courtroom.
I'm sorry. I'm
Are
back.
you back? Okay, she's back. Yes, now we're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Back on record on cause number 656-922. At the time that we suspended the record, counsel, your client had a question for you regarding when I asked her if the defendant understands and acknowledges that any untrue statement in this application or in the exhibit, that's the personnel data sheet, may be grounds for denial or revocation of any community supervision in this case. And at that time, she wanted to ask you a question. Are we now ready to proceed, sir?
I answered her question, Your Honor, and we are ready to proceed.
Yeah. And attorney, it states you are ready to proceed.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what is the response, Ms. Chance, now having your question answered? Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you acknowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will sign the document, making it your application, making it part of the record along with your personal data sheet. State, have you fulfilled your Bradian discovery requirement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, are you satisfied that the state has fulfilled its obligation to provide you discovery under Article 39.14 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, as well as giving you full access to the state's files?
Yes,
Yes,
Your Honor.
ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Sorry for that confusion, Ms. Chance. When I need for you to respond, I will definitely call you by name. Otherwise, I will be speaking to your attorney and I will address him as either defense or counsel. And then the state's attorney, I usually address as state, okay? So sorry about that confusion. That was my bad. So, counsel, what was your response again? I'm sorry, to the discovery?
Yes, I am satisfied, Your Honor. I've received all the discovery that I needed.
Thank you. State, is this matter subject to law enforcement disclosure? And if it is, has that been complied with?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, and the state is compliant.
I will sign the discovery acknowledgement and I'll make it part of the record. State, do you have any motions for the court's consideration?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. First motion is the state moves to amend the information to include count 2 for obstruction of the highway by intoxication.
Okay, hold on a second. You have that motion, written motion?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. I think it should be further down in the documents.
State, is this your motion?
No, no, I'm not sure if I have access to your screen, so.
Oh, thank you so much for reminding me that my screen is not on. I will resume sharing the screen. Sorry about that. State, is that your motion on the screen?
I think it just shows a discovery indexer.
Technology, you've got to love it. Bounce back.
It's way down there.
Okay. Too far.
Oh,
State.
Oh, yes, Your Honor, that's it, Judge. Yes.
All righty. Okay. And defense,
Defense has no objections, Your Honor.
do you waive your 10 days to prepare, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Chance, whenever the information is the document by which we bring you to court, and in that information, it tells you what the nature of the offense and the charges against you. Whenever that information is changed, you get 10 days to prepare to defend it. So your attorney has now said, hey, I'm going to waive those 10 days. Do you join your attorney in waiving, saying goodbye to those 10 days to prepare?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ready? I will go ahead and I will grant the state's written motion to alter and amend. Excuse me. It's going to be one of those days with technology. And I will sign it and so ordered. And now this is the new information and charges. There's a count 1, and as you can see, count 2 has been added. Okay, state your next, any further motions?
Yes, Your Honor, the state moves to waive and abandon count 1 and simply proceed on count 2 for obstruction. Yeah.
Defense, what say ye to state's oral motion?
Defense has no objection to their motion, Your Honor.
Without objection, defense, state's motion to waive and abandon count 1 and proceed solely on count number 2, class B obstruction is granted. State, any other motions for the court's consideration?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, the state moves the court to admit State's Exhibit 1 for the purpose of this hearing only.
Defense, state, counsel?
No
What say you?
objection.
Without objection, State's Exhibit 1 is admitted. State, is this your Exhibit 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Chance, this is State's Exhibit 1. As you can see where I'm circling the cursor, and it starts off as a package of documents, starting off with this document that says waiver of objection to amendment of the information and rights, stipulation of facts, and judicial confession. This is a 2-page document, that being the first, and this is the second, where you have signed it along with your attorney. The second document here is the motor vehicles in the household, whereby the court notes here, and it states, you hereby swear that the following motor vehicles are possessed or owned by you or a member of your family or household where you live. The court notes here that you have listed one vehicle and that you have signed it. The next document is a plea bargain document, whereby it indicates that you intend to plead guilty. The next document is waiver of appeal and post-conviction remedies. And again, it indicates here that you intend to plead guilty. You signed it, your attorney signed it, and so did the state. Next document is an oath, whereby, again, it states you personally appeared before me, and you are the defendant in this case, and you have been duly sworn in and under oath. You're telling me that the facts stated in the above stipulation and plea agreement are true and correct, specifically including the documents so labeled, of which I showed you, and I read each one of those labels. You have signed that. I am going to sign it. And the order states in here that you are going to plead guilty. I will go ahead and so order it. State, are there any other and the rest of the package is basically what you may have, your attorney has seen, is package of documents, police reports, and all that. State, are there any motions, other motions for the court's consideration?
Oh, Your Honor.
Defense, any motions for the court's consideration? Defense, any motions for the court's consideration? Sorry, didn't hear you over the noise.
I'm sorry, I had muted. The only consideration, Judge, is depending on my client's financial ability, I believe she's supposed to pay $350 fine and the probation and the court cost without, and it'll be up to the court if they can. If
You
she
have a
can make
motion?
things. I have no
Counsel?
motion. No, I don't have a motion, but I guess
Okay.
I'll address that when
All right,
we have
thank
gone
you.
to the
I will
plea.
definitely I will give you an opportunity, but no motions at this time, sir, for the court's consideration? Yeah. Ms. Chance, on display is a document. It is doing whatever it wants to do today, jump. I apologize. On display, Ms. Chance, is a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Course Admonitions. This is a 2-page document. This is the first page, and then this is the second page. Is this your signature where I'm circling the cursor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review this document with your attorney?
Yes.
And after reviewing it with your attorney, did you freely and voluntarily sign it?
Yes.
So with your signature here and your testimony now, you're telling me that you understand everything in this 2-page document as it was reviewed and explained to you by your attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you satisfied with the representation of your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. A very learned man, very experienced, and he has done well by you in first of all, removing the DWI from this as a charge, and then second, lowering it to a regular Class B misdemeanor. Now, with that, did he explain to you the range of punishments
Yes, Your Honor.
and you understood it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then did he explain to you your constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understood those?
Yes.
With that, do you freely, with your understanding, do you freely and voluntarily give up your constitutional rights?
Yes.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will approve your jury waiver. I am going to sign it, and you will no longer be able to have a jury trial in this case. Counsel, do you believe that your client is competent to enter into a plea?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
With the amended information, were you able to apprise this defendant of the nature of the offense and the charges against her?
I was, Your Honor.
And do you and this defendant waive the formal reading of the amended information?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
State, what is your punishment recommendation in this case?
Your Honor, the state recommends a fine of $350 with court costs, 9 months of deferred adjudication, 36 hours of community service restitution, DWI education, U impact, TAIP in all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term. And of course,
I'm
no
sorry,
early
what, say again? What was that
Okay.
next?
ignition interlock for half the term,
Thank you.
and no early termination. And that's all, Your Honor.
Counsel, is that your understanding of the state's punishment recommendation in this case?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
And Ms. Chance, is that your understanding of what your attorney has worked out with the state on your behalf in order to be able to dispose of this matter today?
Yes, Your Honor.
With that understanding, Ms. Chance, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty and for no other reason than the fact that you are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will accept your plea of guilty, finding that it is intelligently and freely made and that you're competent to enter into such a plea. Counsel, what, if anything, regarding your client and why I should consider this plea as it?
Your Honor, this incident happened 2 years ago while she was attending nursing school. It's a thing that she greatly regrets. Fortunately for this young lady, she graduated from nursing school, and then she did just this past May, I believe, got her license to be a registered nurse, and she wants to serve the community by being a registered nurse employed at a hospital. And by getting this thing resolved with the court and asking the court's mercy to put her on deferred, she can start her career as a registered nurse. And I just feel that she regrets this terrible incident and that it has already affected her career as it is. And we ask the court to grant this plea and put her on deferred adjudication.
When you say affected her career already,
well, this thing was pending, and my understanding is that the place that's is one to employ her and have her start at the hospital wants to first have this case, resolved before they can actually consider her application or her employment there. So basically, she has to see about the court putting her on on this type of plea that'll resolve this incident so that she can move forward. And at this time, she's still being employed at her previous employer, but she would rather start her career as a registered nurse. And that's the reason the state was, very understanding about trying to work with her on this type of plea, subject to the court's approval.
Thank you, counsel. That is extremely helpful, insightful, and I do appreciate that.
Thank you.
That advocacy for your client. State, do you have any objections for this defendant to be referred to the Bexar County Gives Back program?
No, Your Honor.
And counsel, are you familiar with the Bexar County Gives Back program?
No, Your Honor, I'm not.
It is an alternative, one of the alternatives I offer defendants to be able to complete their community service restitution. It is optional, as it is an alternative. So if she wishes to participate in it, she can, and she does, no problem. If she doesn't wish to participate in it, she'll still be responsible for the full amount of community service hours that you have negotiated for, and the court assesses. Okay. And the CLO needs to determine if she's eligible. So right after this, I'll put her in with the CLO. The CLO has better detail than I do, and she will go through and explain the program. And if she wishes to participate, great. If not, still has to complete the community service hours, and the CLO will determine her eligibility. Now, say, what was the VAC in this case?
Oh, one moment, Your Honor. I think I need to look into that. I'm sorry.
Okay, not a problem.
Genaro Silva, you need to stay muted. You're making too much noise.
Hello? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I got no too much signal. That's why I'm just,
You need to mute your telephone.
yes, sir. Like that, right there, sir.
Do you have the information, State?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I thought it was on our system, but I have to actually look at the
Your Honor,
report there.
I have a report that shows it was a blood draw and it was 0.13, 0.13. Based on a lab report that I have dated April 30th, 2021.
Oh, yes, Your Honor. That's correct. I'm sorry. It was 0.13, Your Honor.
It is a blood draw, and State, you're not asking for restitution for DPS? Oh, did I miss it?
Oh, Your Honor, I think in this situation, the state
Okay.
I think we've just missed that part, but I think normally we do, but it was not
Okay.
part of the recommendation.
Not a problem. We'll leave it off. Regarding Ms. Chance, whom do you live with?
My parents.
What are their names?
Maria Jimenez and Abel Hernandez.
Do they both have vehicles?
No, just my father, but it's not running right now.
So you live with your parents and they have an inoperable vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
And okay, and yourself, do you have the ignition interlock on your vehicle at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Describe to me the year, make, model, color of the vehicle that we'll be putting the ignition interlock on.
It's a gray 2019 Toyota Camry. I am so sorry. The year is actually 2021. I just checked right now.
You'll be able to make that correction on your personnel data sheet?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Counsel, is there any legal reason why this matter cannot be disposed of today?
No, Your Honor.
Counsel, if I may, you were saying something about the $350 fine plus court costs prior to,
Yes.
I wanted to give you an opportunity to address that.
Well, it says that she's supposed to have the fine plus court cost today unless the court can give her time to come up with it. I'm not sure if my client has that amount in total available by today, but I would ask the court to give her, some adequate time for her to come up with the court cost and the $350 fine.
Thank you, counsel. I definitely will take that into consideration.
Thank you.
There being no legal reason why cannot dispose of this matter today, Ms. Chance, there are sufficient evidence for me to find you guilty. However, I'm going to withhold that finding of guilt and I'm going to place you on 9 months of deferred adjudication community supervision for obstruction of highway. You will be monitored on behalf of this court and supervised by the Community Supervision and Corrections Department, otherwise known as probation, with these following conditions: $350 fine plus court costs, 36 hours of community service restitution. I hope, Ms. Chance, that it would be okay for me to, in recognition of the profession and the nature of the profession that you have entered to, I wish to be able to give you 16 hours credit for those community supervision, as the profession you go into provides such a vital service to the community. And I'm very proud that you have been able to achieve this and to be able to serve this community in such a noble manner. Thank you so much for your efforts. That will remain 20 hours of community service restitution that you can dispose of through the Bexar County Gives Back program if you wish to, or by other means. There are other alternatives. DWI Education, uimpact.com, TAP evaluation, and the Ignition Interlock for half the term. I will need for you to go ahead and get that installed within 10 calendar days. I will also need 2 affidavits from you in 10 calendar days. One, that you will not drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock. And then a second from your father and your mother. They can sign on one document that they will not, you've indicated that you live with them and there is a vehicle, albeit inoperable. They will not allow you to drive their vehicle under any circumstances. They'll identify their vehicle by year, make, model, color, license plate number, and the last 6 digits of the ignition interlock. Of the vehicle identification number, the last 6 digits of the vehicle identification number. Council, you can go ahead and e-file those affidavits within the next 10 calendar days. Also, the state has asked that there be no early termination of this, and that is usually standard. And so no early termination of probation. I am going to ask your community supervision officer to provide a status report to advise the court on how well you're doing on probation in the next 2 months, and to conduct a field visit. I am going to set your supervision fee at $50. State, have I covered everything for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, anything further on this matter? Counsel, you're muted, sorry.
My understanding that the state will not oppose a petition for non-disclosure if she should successfully complete her deferred adjudication.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct, yes.
That was the only thing I wanted to add. Thank you.
Thank you for advocacy, counsel. Ms. Chance, with regard to the trial court certification of defendant's right to appeal, this has been a plea bargain case. The court is going to certify that you have no right to appeal. Now, I'll need for you to get a copy of this, and we're going to need your fingerprints. When will you be able to come in and provide that? Today is Friday, so you can't come today, or you can come today. You come between the hours of 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m., or you can come Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Which one would you like to do?
I can probably make it today.
Okay, all right. So we'll go ahead and get you. Now you will be coming down to County Court at Law Number 2, located on 300 De La Rosa, San Antonio, Texas, 78205. We're located on the first floor of the Kadena Reeves Justice Center. Now you're coming between the hours of 2 p.m., but no later than 4:30 p.m. So between those 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Now understand, Ms. Chance, that if you do not make it down here today, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And again, Ms. Chance, Your attorney did a splendid job in representing you today, okay? And that just demonstrates the value that you have to him, to your family, to society. The way to thank your attorney is for you to be successful on probation. I'm looking for you to be successful, and I am looking for you to be successful in your career as well. So 9 months, although it sounds a little short, it can be long. It's while you're under scrutiny. So make sure that if there's any issues that might come up that might impede your ability to be successful, bring that to the attention of your community supervision officer so that they can work with you. Okay? All righty. Look forward to seeing you this afternoon. Right now, I'm going to place you in the breakout room with the CLO. And again, thank you for taking care of this matter.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, counsel will put you in the breakout room. You and your clients are excused from there, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. We're off record. Court is going to stop sharing the court screen. Sir, do you wish to approach?
I do. I got a Raymond on your docket today. Yes, he's gonna be on the Zoom. Is a case number 635-269. I'd like to set it for a pretrial conference sometime next year.
Okay. Can you jump on Zoom and get a date?
Is your coordinator in the court or in the back office?
Ms. Luna, are you in the back office there? Or are you on Zoom?
I'm right here, Judge.
There you go.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're back.
You want to take the file?
Yes, sir. I do need to come back and let you know the date.
That'll be good.
So I need the file to give to Ms. Luna.
And note on it. All right. Thank you for coming in, counsel. Attorney Vargas, have you received the invitation? You're muted, and let's. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Mr. Vasquez, your attorney, I believe that you just heard his voice. Your attorney, Mr. Jeffrey Martinez is here, okay? And taking care of your case. All righty, he'll be right back.
Judge, can I pull Mr. Vasquez with us?
Oh, please move Mr. Vasquez into breakout room.
Judge, can they be excused after I get the date for them? Oh.
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez, can you join the room?
Excuse me?
Can you join the breakout room, please?
Yes, ma'am. I didn't. It sent me back.
You should receive an invitation, sir, and it says join room. Okay, Mr. Vasquez, you'll need to go ahead and know how to use Zoom, or you can be preparing it in person.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to accept the invitation, sir. Okay. Good.
Excuse me. So it keeps sending me back to the main session every time I try to join.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put him in another breakout room to see if it sends him a new invitation.
Know how to do that? Mr. Silva, have you contacted your attorney? Mr. Rowe, have you contacted your attorney?
Yes, ma'am. I tried to text and call. I believe that he might still be dealing with family issues.
Okay.
At least that's what he said yesterday.
Hello? I'm sorry. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Silva,
Yes, ma'am.
have you contacted your attorney?
Yes, I already text her and I text, I'm.
I think your attorney walked in here and then walked out. So they may be here, okay?
It's a journey.
Right.
She hasn't walked in.
Mr. Silva, can you hear me? You need to stay muted until your case is called or the judge addresses you.
Yep. Hello, sir?
You need to stay muted.
Yes, yeah, but sometimes the signal is going out in, sir. I'm
Well,
sorry
that
about
shouldn't
that, sir.
affect you staying muted.
Uh-huh. Hello?
Judge, Mr. Silva is his phone is about to die, so he's asking if he can be excused for 10 minutes so he can run to his truck and get a charger.
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, please. Yes, Attorney Khan, please contact the court immediately. Contact the court immediately regarding Michael Rowe, Cal's number 663-565. Please contact County Court at Law number 2 regarding your client who has appeared for 2 days now and you have not appeared. Please call the court immediately. Thank you. Bye-bye. This is Judge Uzomba calling you.
ADA Han. She's on the top corner.
Yes, sir.
Jerry Valdez is waiting for you in the breakout room.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to move them in. You got it? Yes. Thank you.
mute.
Mr. Marcus,
Yes, sir.
the state's gonna tender dismissal of these.
Okay, great. I haven't received them at check.
No, she's preparing them right now.
Okay, so that the documentation received takes care of the requirements.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, council, if you go ahead and approach, we have 12 hours. Total 12 hours, I believe, that was supposed to be done. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the, you just tell me what has been completed. I'll let you go through it and show me. Make sure I understand. Good morning, Attorney Stetson. How are you? Do you need to go ahead and talk with the ADAs or your client?
No, not to either. I already have updates just to announce to you.
Okay, very good. Just give me a chance. Thank you. Sir. And your client is, of course, is here.
Yes, I see.
Attorney Stetson, if you approach while Attorney Valdez is just finishing up.
Yes, Judge.
Oops. He just finished that.
It's all the hours in her, Judge.
Okay, well, show me what's going on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the requirement, I believe it's requirement I wrote on one of the files.
Yes. These 4 hours.
Okay.
And then he has 10 hours. Here. And then he has 2 sheets where he has 4 more, and then.
Do you want to hand them to me?
Yes, Judge, I'm sorry. They're
No,
under.
no, you can take them out. You can take them out.
Oh. The top one has a certificate. I think the others have printouts in the back. And those were forwarded to Ms. Hun last setting in court.
Okay, so the full requirements were, the requirements that, or conditions he needed to complete were?
I believe it was 24 hours, Judge. 4 hours sealed, and they were going to dismiss the cases, Judge.
Okay. There was other, and wasn't there another condition, sir?
No, it was either that or to pay money to the
did he have to provide proof of anything else?
It says here, I think it was payment medical, but I don't believe there was any medical issues, payments.
Proof of continued medical treatment and medication
Oh, that
compliance.
was, well, yes, but he had finished his treatment already, Judge. He wasn't under any more treatment. That was from, what was the treatment from? He said he submitted that proof of medical treatment to the clerks.
Okay, so he must perform 12 hours and then make a donation for the other 12 hours to the Therapeutic Justice Foundation. So.
I didn't bring my file, but I believe from last time, Judge, it was either do 12 and 12 or do the community service hours.
Yes. So he must perform 12 hours and make a donation to Therapeutic Justice Foundation for 12 hours. So it was either do the 20, so he chose to do the 24
He
hours?
chose to do the 24 days.
Okay. And then he's supposed to show proof of continued medical treatment.
And he said he brought it to the clerk, but I couldn't find, I don't know if it's in that file, but it's not in this file, Judge.
Okay. And that's all I'm looking for, you know, it's just the evidence, so.
Oh, this is the, this is what the court's referring to, Judge.
Okay, so am I seeing just 14 hours here, sir?
There's printouts in the back.
Oh, okay, are those detailing the hours or those additional?
Those are additional hours, Judge.
Alrighty. We'll have the clerks go ahead and make sure that it's all straightened out. So, okay, I think they have submitted it. That's on card number 805. You should be getting a copy of that, sir. And then this is 8044. Okay. Do you have your appointment, your voucher?
I'll submit it, Judge, electronically. I didn't bring it with me.
All right, thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Judge. Maybe excuse.
Yes, have a great Thanksgiving.
You too, Judge. Thank
I
you.
got 2 numbers.
Excuse
I only got 2 numbers though.
me.
Have a good one. You're free to go, sir. Thank you, Mr. Marquez. Okay. Attorney Stetson, please proceed. Approach. Okay.
Monica Guerrero's client is on Zoom, Renato Silva.
Okay.
This is a case where we have a plea offer, and a few times we were set July 28th, I believe. Sorry, July 11th, and then October 28th. Both times we were set here, we had provided proof to verify that he was in Hidalgo County Jail. He had a felony MTR that was supposed to be set yesterday, and it was recalled to January 11th, 2023. And I believe he has, I think it's 3 cases pending January 11, 2023 for a status, but we have a situation where if he took a plea on this case by itself, it would likely affect the felony MTR. And we're seeing if we could come back, the day after the MTR to give you an update. It just happened that Hidalgo reset him to January 11th. And he is present, he's on Zoom. He hasn't been able to appear the last 6 months because of legal issues he had, but he is present today.
Okay, so you need a reset, sir?
We didn't need a reset.
You've conferred with the ADAs on this case?
I have, Your Honor, and I had provided them the proof that he had been in Hidalgo County Jail on several dates. And the case that he has out there, the case he has here, the state has already made us an offer to resolve it. But because the MTR hasn't been resolved yet, we just want to see if we can come back one day after the MTR.
And the MTR is where again, please?
Hidalgo County.
And it's felony MTR?
Yes, I believe it's assault public servant, and he may have 2 possession controlled substance cases as well.
Okay, and you've talked to the states here, or are you trying to do a 1245 or?
No, we've only been able to confer here. He has his own counsel out in Hidalgo.
Okay.
And the offer here is a standalone, just on this case.
So why can't we resolve it?
It would affect the MTR out there where he could be facing prison time. Depending what happens with the felony, if he gets continued out there, then yeah, he could take a plea here, yes. If he's not continued, he would have an option of taking the offer, which would be a time offer, or perhaps trial. But I believe once we find out what happens with the MTR January 11th, I can be here the 12th to give you an update, or I apologize, but whoever the next judge would be on the 12th.
You have been in touch with the attorney out there in Hidalgo?
We have not.
Prosecutors out there?
No, we're not on that case. With whatever information we have is from the public websites or from Mr. Silva. And if we couldn't have, I know it is a longer reset than normal.
Well, the thing about it is I'm just wondering how you know it's going to impact.
Well, I can only tell you based on their public website that, and we know that felony MTRs historically don't get reset much. And he was supposed to, he had a setting yesterday that they recalled. I don't know if that next one is the final where it will be heard, but typically MTRs for felony don't get reset more than once.
And you say he also has a felony pending? Another
Yes.
felony, not just the MTR?
Correct. That is correct. I believe it's a state jail under 1 gram, penalty group 1.
And that's also in Hidalgo.
Hidalgo. It is under 1 gram. That was the reason he was not present prior hearings, because January 21st, he was in custody.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Judge. I'll
Thank
check
you.
with Ms. Luna.
Okay, she's back there.
Judge, can I pull Mr. Silva in our breakout room so that way we can have him here with the attorney?
Send Mr. Silver back to the CLO, the court coordinator. In person. Mr. Silva, you have your invitation. Please go ahead and accept it. So you can join your attorney in a breakout room with the court coordinator. Mr. Rowe, this is what we're going to do. Probably have you come back on Monday. See
Judge,
what's
good
going
morning,
on.
Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Attorney Khan, thank you very much. He's here. Okay.
Later.
All right.
No, I was in line.
Not a problem. State, can you pull up cause number 663-565? State.
Yes, Your Honor, I have it.
Let us get on record. Court is going to call cause number 663-565, State of Texas versus Michael Edward Rowe. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Lincoln for the state.
The con for the defense.
And Mr. Rowe, could you please unmute and respond so the court may recognize you?
Yes, ma'am. Michael Edward Rowe.
And let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney. And we are here today for a trial announcement on record. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
State announces ready. Defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Judge, we are not yet ready. We are missing one document from the hospital. I spoke with the hospital. They said it would take 24 to 48 hours. So if the settings for Monday, we would probably be ready by then. But at this time, I just wanted the court to be aware of that issue.
Actually, counsel, have you filed a motion for continuance on this matter?
No, Judge, because precisely because the missing evidence could be produced by the end of business today. And so that continuance might be moot by the time Monday rolls around.
Oh, okay, alrighty. So what's your announcement, counsel?
Well,
considering
I guess,
what you just stated.
Well, the last setting, the court indicated that there would be no continuances. So we're ready to proceed if that's necessary on Monday.
You said that you could probably get that missing document by the end of the day and definitely by Monday, right? That's what you just stated.
Well, I stated that the person I spoke with told me it could take 24 to 48 hours to produce the missing document.
Okay. All righty. Defense announcers ready. Now, the thing is that we do not have any jurors for next week. So you'll be here Monday morning in person at 9 a.m. in the courtroom. Okay?
May I ask for what reason?
We don't have any jurors next week, starting Monday the 21st.
So if we're announcing ready for a jury trial, and then we're appearing on Monday, not for a jury trial.
You're appearing Monday, the 28th of November. You'll be in the courtroom, ready to proceed to trial.
Your Honor, 28th is actually not good. The 28th through December 6th. Mr. Rowe
28th
has
November, counsel, see you and your client in the courtroom. Thank you.
28th November?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I apologize. My understanding is that that these pretrial settings are for the following week. I guess I was mistaken. They typically are, right, Judge? That's what. But you're saying there are no jurors available on Monday, right? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be, unnecessarily kind of wordy, but I'm just trying to understand. It was supposed to be on Monday, but it's going to be on November 28th.
Yes, sir. See you at 9 a.m. in the courtroom, 300 De La Rosa, San Antonio, Texas. That's County Court at Law number 2. Now,
Yeah, so then
counsel,
that should be fine. There shouldn't be any issue with the missing document should be produced by then. So November 28th, 9 a.m. County Court 2.
Yes, sir.
You got
Yeah,
Yes, Judge.
both of you get 30 minutes. How long do you think this will take a state?
The state only has 3 witnesses. I don't know. I couldn't, on the state side, it'd probably be about 2 days.
Okay. Alrighty. Just getting an estimate. Defense, you agree?
I mean, I don't know how long the state is going to take in their case. Sounds like it would be a day case for me, but how long is voir dire? How long are each side is each side allowed for voir dire?
30 minutes.
Okay.
For general and specific. I give you that as a generality. If you need a few minutes more, I don't have a problem with it.
Thank you, Judge. And will it be starting at 9 a.m. that morning, or do we wait until like a jury, I guess the veneer is brought into the courtroom? It can be a little bit later.
The veneer panel will be here at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge. So then we should appear early, slightly earlier, obviously.
Okay.
Mr. Rowe and I.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I'm going to place you in the breakout room now so that you can get a case setting form, okay? Breakout room
Thank you,
with the
Judge.
court coordinator. Thank you. Mr. Rowe.
Have a good Thanksgiving as well.
You too. Thank you. go ahead and join the invitation you're about to get. We're off record. I'm looking at the docket, and even with the add-ons, I think we're done for the day. Yay.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Thank you. You guys
Have a nice weekend.
have a great weekend. All righty, we'll see you Monday.